Welcome back to another episode of Mythic Ocean. We're still in mid-seas ambience, so let's just swim forward a bit, and then we get the happy-go-lucky fun time in the kelp forest, right? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So, we've given Gnosis some pages last time, and that may or may not have been a mistake. I guess we'll check in with Elil and see what he thinks about it. But I guess while we're here, might as well just talk to Amar. But that's nothing. Yeah, and you can't talk about, like, Gnosis with Amar. Nope. That's too bad. Kinda would be interesting if you could talk to everyone about everyone. Just, like, ask Ketcher and Esti about Alethea, and ask them about Gnosis, or Lutra about Gnosis. I'm sure Lutra would probably know something about Gnosis, but the other two would probably not even know that he exists, or they exist. But yeah. Nothing much going on here. Could have just teleported, but we'll take the... What is that? Oh! We'll take the normal route. Okay! Hey, buddy! Check out that glow, huh? That is what we call the gift of creation. Looks like the new world's all set to go. Just let me know when you're ready. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, this might be the end of it for the first time today, 'cause all the fables are done. It's so hard to, like, push past him sometimes. So how do we start the new world? Let's talk about the crown. Make the crown? Wait, did he say something? No, you'll need 18. 14 pages. Yeah, he doesn't say anything about it. Ask about the gods. Who do you think is going to create the world? It's the same. So it is still just a gamble, like, oh, it's Ketcher, Esti, or Lutra, but then we won't know until I just create the world, and bam, one of them gets it, I suppose. Unless you make the crown and then influence it. Gnosis, he doesn't really know. And... can't say. And Alethea... Have I read this? I can't even remember. I feel like Alethea's thinking more about the consequences of her work lately. She's learning to take a step back and consider how she'll end up reflecting on her choices later. It's possible to second-guess yourself too much, though. Hopefully she'll manage to stay confident, even though she's questioning her own methods more often now. Anything else you want to talk about? Yeah, I think that's different. Best friends? And that's it. Yeah. So I guess I'll talk about this for now. So how do we start the new world? Oh. All you gotta do is pick up the gift. It'll be the end of your time here once we kick things off, so, make sure you tie up all your loose ends first. I think I need a little more time. No sweat, just come back whenever you're ready. Don't keep me waiting forever, though. So does that mean I can just swim into it now? I don't know. Also, I'm kinda surprised that we only got, like, that one flash of Amar probably being the next creator. When I talked to Amar once, it just, like, happened weird. I was in space and saw Amar's, like, shadow fly by, just to indicate that I was on Amar's path, or whatever. Which is kind of strange, because, like, you would think that would happen more as you change, like, which god you're siding with and stuff. But that was just a one-time thing, I guess. And, yeah, oh my god. Oh, okay. Why am I guess this is just gonna blink forever now, because I need to make the new world, but Now I can go back to either of these. I guess I'll check in with Alethea first, then. Oh. Oh? Alethea? Oh, there she is. I thought, like, Gnosis had fucking, like, came up from the fucking depths of the ocean and with the newfound power of the pages and, like, snagged her away or some weird shit. Ah, I'm glad you've returned. I wanted to get your thoughts on some... Oh yeah, of course, like, we're done with Alethea, so now we have to talk to Alethea about everything. And yeah, that was actually... I thought, because we did that with the twins, I thought we would do that with Lutra, but that's what we did. I assume, like, before I talked to Lutra about everything, and Lutra, like, fucking hated me, sort of, or got all the, like, negative things when I had to stop him, the fable was already complete at that point. So that was, like, the review of Lutra's story. And Amar had that too, and Ketri and Esti now had that too, and now Alethea has one as well. I wanted to get your thoughts on some concerns I've had recently. Might you have a moment? Sure, what's up? Well, it's all to do with my research, and the goals of it. You'll remember my studies have always been focused on finding the truth about the ocean. I know this place has a purpose. All my research to date suggests so. But the answers remain frustratingly out of reach. At least things have improved when it comes to getting assistance. You've been a great help, and the twins were unexpectedly productive as well. This might have been Amar had I played my cards differently. But it took considerable time and effort to make that happen. I'm not sure now if it was worth it. Was I wrong to try and recruit others? What? Why would you be that? It's tough managing people. Maybe you would have gotten more done if you were working by yourself. No, that's a terrible viewpoint. I don't think it was a waste. Now that we've learned the basics, we'll be able to help you more efficiently, right? Wait, was she saying that? I see, it took time and effort to make that happen. Yeah. I mean, I guess, but I want to say this for now, but like I said, I'm kind of tempted to do a run where I'm just, like, the indulgent person, where I just, like, indulge each one in their own ways, like Amar being selfish, Lutra eating everything, Alethea just, like, don't pay attention to anything else, just results and research and don't care about anyone. And Ketri and Esti, I don't even know, because I feel like I have been kind of giving them what they want, but I don't know. Let's say this one for now. Well, yes, that's probably true. I suppose giving up on the effort so soon would be inadvisable. Putting that aside, you might recall that I had a number of enhancements prepared for the lab. This was, of course, before we learned that Gnosis was the source of the energy I sought for those upgrades. What about the pages? It's been difficult to avoid feeling discouraged since then. At this point, I have no idea how, or even if, I'll be able to upgrade the lab as planned. Yeah, that was a big setback. I bet if you double down on your studies and exploration, you'll be able to find a new power source. I wish I knew how to advise you on this, Alethea. All I can say is that I believe in your abilities, even if the upgrades never happen. I mean, I think both of these, really. Like, this is kind of almost mean-spirited in my opinion, because it's like, maybe you should just work harder. Just fucking work harder. Find answers. You've been slacking off. You can do better. Even though she's been doing all she can. Yeah. But then again, I do feel like this is probably true. Like, surely, if you're only relying on the solar sail, there must be some other method for gaining energy that you can concoct. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't like how this sounds, so I guess I'll just be sickly sweet and lovey-dovey and not really, like, concerned about results. Really? That's quite motivating, my friend. Thank you. Maybe you're right. Maybe I don't need the upgrades. Or perhaps I can at least make some headway, even if they aren't a reality yet. But speaking frankly, even if I had completed the lab overhaul by now as I'd originally hoped, there would still be a problem. gnawing away at me a tiny bit at a time, is the thought, no, the fear, that no matter how hard I work, no matter what tools are at my disposal, I will never know the truth. This endless dream or illusion, she knows? Whatever it is, it will truly never end, and I will never know what it's for. What do I do about that, my friend? Do you think there's anything I can do? I can only imagine how that feels, Alethea, but maybe you can try to make peace with it. As long as you're seeking the truth, I believe you'll find answers. Your work is what drives you, Alethea, and you should immerse yourself in it. The harder you work, the closer you'll get. It'll all pay off someday. It's just the same two choices over and over. It's either just fucking work. Just do that. Lol. Or, oh, it's fine, you're doing your best. It's fine. It'll all just work out. Like, and I guess I have to say that, the first one here. Like, you'll find answers. But, you know, maybe you never will get answers, but you can find them if you just keep going at it, or whatever. I don't know, I feel like either one of these, both of these, are kind of like not quite the direction I would want to go, but let's just go with it, I suppose. Uh-oh. Yes, I think I'm beginning to see what you mean. There are those here who are willing to help me, who believe in me and my skills. Whether or not I find the answers I'm seeking, I'm not alone in all this, and that means a lot. Thank you so much for hearing me out, my friend. I appreciate it a great deal. Of course, always happy to help, Alethea. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not sure I like that conclusion that much. I don't feel like overly satisfied by that, but I feel like if I chose the other options, I would not be satisfied either, so what can you do? But yeah, let's head over to Gnosis and I guess have his review talk. And then after that, should be enough time to end it, I suppose. Ah, you've returned. You may recall that I've spent eons trying to recover my lost memories. It is an exhausting effort that has taxed me to my limits. There is still so much locked within me, but I cannot access it without more power. When I extracted the energy of the pages from the library to create the portal, I realized I could use the same power to reassemble my memories. If you empower me by bringing me more pages, I fucking called it. I will make it worth your while. I know you, too, have memories you've lost. Surely you must wonder why you are here and who you really are. Therefore, in exchange for the pages, I will tell you what I learn about your past. Does this offer appeal to you? Oh boy! It does! How many pages do you need? It seems you have 14 pages now. I will need 2 of them to begin reconstructing my memories. But then probably more and more, maybe. I mean, I'm kind of just committed to this route. Like, as I said, I didn't want to influence the, whoever would, like, become the creator, but at this point, this is, like, the alternate way of using the pages. I kind of just want to do that. And we haven't really done much with Gnosis. I want to, like, continue down his path as well, even though this seems like it's gonna change kind of everything, and we might not get the normal ending that you would for just, like, having one of them recreate the world or whatever. But yeah, let's go with the pages instead. I will share with you any information that might be relevant to your identity. Do we have a deal? Yes, let's trade. Very good. It is done. Now, allow me to share what I've found. As you may have gathered, everything we are doing now is part of a great cycle. We have done all these things before, and we will do them again. But it has not always been this way. There was a time when we gods retained access to our memories. Each of us... Oh, that's... Like, when everyone had access to the memories? That's when Elil got greedy and power hungry and went out of control? Maybe? It's kind of weird. Because, like, we would punish Elil, but then just wipe everyone's memories? I don't know. No, that doesn't quite add up, I think. I don't think that's really what it means. Each of us had our domains of power, knowledge, revelry, ingenuity. But there was only one world, forged by the original creator at the dawn of time. Eons went by, and eventually the original creator grew tired of observing their world. They wanted to find out what the rest of us would do with the power of creation. So they brought the cycle into being. The world would be reborn again and again. And each time, one of the gods would have the opportunity to shape it as they saw fit. Which brings us to your role in all this. You were the one chosen to speak with the gods in this in-between realm. Oh, in this in-between realm we call the ocean. Your actions would indirectly determine the creator of the next world. I mean, I feel like we knew all this so far. Within the ocean, none of us would be aware of our divinity or have access to our memories, thus keeping the process as pure and unbiased as possible. But they do have the memories once they start creating stuff, like once it's selected and everyone isn't in this in-between world, the ocean, they would remember. Is that why Elil, like, remembered every time he had been able to create a world, and like everyone else, every time they're not the one creating, once it's done, they would be like, oh shoot, that's what we were doing. That sucks, I didn't get to be the creator. I don't know, that sounds a little weird, but maybe. Thus keeping, oh yeah, unbiased. Well, he's big. That is all I can recall for now. What would you do if you became the creator? What happened to the original creator? Are they still around? That's all. Thanks for the information. Let's say this one first. I believe they still exist in some form or another, yes, but I'm unsure of the details. I'm fucking calling it now! It's Breakdancing Crab in the fucking kelp forest. $2,000 on that. We may learn more of that if we are persistent. What would you do if you became the creator? But seriously though, if I'm actually supposed to think, I can't really think of any, like, character that would be the god. I don't know, unless it's just me. Because, yeah, like, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, either I don't think I'm the god, but I feel like I'm the one that wrote the pages in the Library of Antiquity. Because it's like, I was monitoring all of the gods, and I didn't like the way they were doing things, or maybe, I mean, that didn't even seem... In that case, that was probably... The pages are referring to the real god, maybe, and not these minor ones. Like, this was me writing about the real creator back when he was, like, monitoring his normal world, or whatever, the original. Maybe. What would you do if you became the creator? I have had a great deal of time to think on this, here in the depths. More than anything else, I would want my world to guarantee the safety of all mortals. Of course, there will always be those who disobey and attempt to threaten the peace. These mortals I would separate from the rest, to prevent them from contaminating my society, and then drain their fucking energy for... well, energy. Perhaps a use could be found even for them. It is him! Wait, so Gnosis is the person that the pages are about? That's like, the pages are his memories, like he's reading about his own experiences, like, or maybe my recollection of his experiences or something. That could be it. That's all. Thanks for the information. You know where to find me if you wish to learn more. And we can just keep going. One moment, Gnosis. One moment. Let's just head over here, quick. Yeah, maybe we're not finishing the game today. Hey, Elil. Oh! Yeah! Here we go. So, Gnosis offered me a deal to tell me secrets about who I am. Yeah, that's what Gnosis likes to do. Important knowledge is rarely free, you know. Don't you know who I am too? Couldn't you tell me? Okay, buddy, I see what this is all about. I'll give you 2 simple answers. Yes, I know who you are, and no, I will not be the one to tell you. Why not? Because you told me not to, ages and ages ago. I've forgotten half of what I ever knew back then, but that I've always remembered. And I've always honored it. Why would I have said that? I don't know, it was never totally clear to me. I think maybe you felt like it spoiled the whole arrangement somehow, I am God. Anyway, Gnosis has made no such agreement with you. So if you really want to know, take it up with them. But can I really trust Gnosis? Ha, I can't make that choice for you, buddy. I'll tell you this much, though. What Gnosis tells you will all be the truth. They don't peddle lies. Their information is all legit. And remember what you're giving them in return. You know the pages make Gnosis more powerful. Might have an impact on how things turn out for the new world, yeah? Anyway, that's all I got, buddy. The rest is up to you. So is it like a guaranteed thing? If we give all the pages to Gnosis, he will be the creator? I don't know, but that's kind of the only route I feel like I want to take at this point. Talk about the gods. Gnosis. Yeah. How much he likes me? No. Who's gonna create the world? Still not like Gnosis or anything. Alright, well that was something. Oh, it doesn't blink here, but we can give him pages. Let's do one more of these stories. We'll see how many pages it takes, but I'm curious about getting below 10 pages and then talking to Elil, because like at that point, we won't be able to make the crown even if I wanted to. I have some pages to give you. It seems you have 12 pages now. I will need 3 of them to continue reconstructing my memories. There you go. When we give him these, we can no longer make the crown at all. Shall we trade then? I'm ready. Very good. It's done. This time I've learned more about the destruction and creation of gods. Before the cycle started, there were other gods besides those who inhabit the ocean now. My memories of these deities are hazy and indistinct. All I know for certain is that they no longer exist. For the most part, we gods are immortal. We do not perish of sickness or old age as mortals do. Nevertheless, it seems there are ways to erase even a god from existence. Poor Elil. Though I guess he's not actually erased, just forgotten. A creator, for instance, can choose to remove all traces of a god from their world until the cycle begins again. While the original creator had the power to erase gods more permanently. There's also precedent for mortals ascending to godhood by the original creator's power. Maybe that's me? At least 2 such events have occurred in the history of the cycle. In the first case, 2 children were banished from their home and ended up in the ocean quite by accident. In the second... okay, there we go, never mind. In the second, a larval creature arrived here after a long journey following its birth. Of course, now we know these beings as Ketri, Esti, and Lutra, no Oxford comma. And they have since become true gods, capable of creating new worlds if they are selected by our process. I can only assume the original creator was responsible for their transformation. Perhaps this means you too were ascended from a mortal state to become what you are now. So am I a god too then? Why would the original creator want to end a god's existence permanently? Isn't that kind of obvious, but let's say this one. This is certainly possible. And yet, because of your role in the process, you are not capable of creating new worlds. We will need more data to reach a conclusion on this. Why would the creator delete gods? Perhaps divine crimes were committed in the past, so severe that they felt there was no other choice. I must admit, if a god chose to defy me while I had that kind of power, I would very likely do the same. That's all, thanks! Bye! Okay. Well, I guess... hold on, let's just check pages to give you 9 pages. He needs 4 of them. So he'll need, of course, he needs 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. So 5, you have to have all of the pages for the, like, full truth or whatever. Very well, take all the time you need. Okay, well, in that case, I'm gonna have to end it off here. Let's just check in with Elil. Also, doing this, like, saves my talk now with him, which is nice. But yeah, next time, those 2 more revelations, whatever they are, and then we'll see what happens. And yeah, nothing to talk about with Elil. Unless, I'm just gonna check this again. The gods, who's gonna create the world, still no. Still no. I don't expect any of this to change ever, but you never know. But yeah, I'll leave it there. So, not quite the end, but surely, like, next time, who knows? Gnosis knows. But then the question is, after that, what will happen? Will I just cycle again? Is there a way to break the cycle, or is that not even, like, in the game? Maybe that's not the point of the game. Maybe, like, I want to think that, oh, there's a, like, true ending where you break the cycle and, like, find out the truth and whatever, but maybe it's not quite that. There's just different stories, and you can find out about the cycle and about the, like, background, but you can't directly change that. You'll just have to cycle over and over. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm still extremely curious, and yeah, this game just keeps on giving. All of the plot twists and developments are just very interesting and change things up every time. Let's hope for a giant climactic ending next time. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Bye-bye!